Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFB TV. Lucky for you, you've got the two sexiest men at SHOT Show in one video together. It's me, James, and Jerry from Zev, one of my favorite guys to interview in the industry. We've got some new pistols at Zev, like an entire lineup that you've got to walk me through. Hold my little hand, Jerry, and tell me what we're doing.
So this is the next iteration in the OZ9 platform from Zev. This is the OZ9 V2. We basically took some metrics and learning from creating the first version, which was the standard, then the compact, rolled it all up into the new line. So we no longer sell the full-size frame. It's just going to be the compact chassis. We did some internal modifications on the slide. We changed up a few of the internal components to make it a smoother firing, crisper, cleaner trigger pull, and just an overall better firearm. Basically, learning when you come out with something, you find ways to make it better, and this is what we did.
What is the OZ9? Again, I interviewed you 3 years ago, I want to say, at TriggerCon,
yeah.
3 or 4 years ago when the OZ9 first came out. What is the OZ9?
So the OZ9 is a modular internal framed platform. So it's user serviceable and user customizable. It's a single pin assembly to remove the grip and pull out the internal fire control group. What we have in the now OZ9 V2 platform is more modularity between slide sizes. So instead of having to get a full size frame to have a full size slide like the Glock 17 length, we have interchangeable modular slides and models where you have a full length slide, so the 17 length, or a long slide like a 34. We haven't sold a 34 length slide or OZ9 in a couple of years just because, well, the industry, everything was selling. It was easier to slim it down and be more, what's the word I'm looking for? To slim it down to a shorter amount of SKUs so you can sell more product.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them less choices, sell more stuff, make more money.
Right. No, I totally understand that. And if I understand also how this works, the Gen 1 that we talked about 3-4 years ago,
Yep.
I remember I've got the compact.
Yep.
And that I am committed to a certain slide size with that.
19 length. And then we made conversion slides, but we only made about 500 of each. So if you find it, it's like gold. But the OZ9C originally was only Glock 19 length slide, and then you had interchangeability of grips between a 15-round grip and a 17-round grip. That's still here as part of this modular portion of the platform. It's just now you have more accessibility to longer slides.
So with the Gen 1, I was committing to a slide length, and then I could change the frames. With this, I just buy the OZ9 V2. I can do any slide length and any frame that I want.
Absolutely.
So why, generally speaking, let's abstract a bit, why would I buy the OZ9 instead of something like, I'll just say it, like a SIG P320, which is modular, or say a Glock 17 or 19, which is less expensive and similar?
Well, that's a very good question that I have to answer appropriately.
Just come on out there. Just say, man, this is way fucking better.
We make a spectacular platform. We spent years and years and years upgrading and updating and making Glocks better, but at the end of the day, it's still a Glock with a bunch of Zev accessories, and we took all the metrics and learning from making Glocks cooler, better, Gucci, if you will, and rolled that into a platform that functions, is more accurate, and has nicer aesthetics. And instead of spending $2,000 on a Glock to make it a cooler looking Glock that's still a Glock, nothing against Glock, love them, you can spend less and get everything rolled into one. Plus, it's easier to work on, it looks slick, and we changed the ergonomics on the grip. Comes with sights and a red dot capability, Trijicon RMR, like all the stuff that you would have to put on a Glock or change on a Glock to spend extra money, it's all rolled into one platform.
And I had to ask you the hard question, but I mean, let's be honest. We love SIG, we love Glock, we love Zev.
Yeah.
I mean, just buy all of them.
Yeah, then everybody makes money.
And speaking of which, what do these start at, and when, price-wise, and when can I get them?
So we have 3 lines. The duty line is the V1 original line. The combat line, which we'll talk about shortly, is our more utilitarian brand, middle price point, and then the elites are the top of the line. Elites are $18.99 for the Hypercomp, so about $1,900. The Elites here, depending on if it's threaded or non-threaded, you're looking at about $1,700 to $1,800. The Combats are $15, and the Duties are a price point $10.99.
And what's the difference between all these?
So for the Elites, they all come black bronze, they all come with a flat face trigger, they all come with a magwell, they all come with black grips. The Combats come in FD and gray, no magwell, curved face trigger, and pro barrel as opposed to the optimized match barrel.
Okay, and then the Hypercomp.
The Hypercomp is its own animal. This is the one that everybody loves. When you make something that everybody loves, you're doing something right. The Hypercomp is a Magna ported or ported barrel that has the slide and barrel mated together. I've been told, and I hear lots of people say it's the fastest and flattest shooting pistol they've ever shot.
Okay, and then finally the Duty line.
So the Duty line is our entry level line. Basically, it's what's the originating V1 line. It's the entry level line into the ZEV platform of the OZ9, and it's a $10.99 MSR price point. It's got the same thing. It's got a pro barrel. It's got a ZEV Duty slide. A curved face trigger, black. It's an all black. It's your tuxedo gun.
Yeah, sure. And then, so you're saying this is the entry level, and this is still a Gen 1.
It's still a Gen 1, yes.
And what else is also a Gen 1, and what's a Gen 2?
Everything else, combat up, is all Gen 2.
Okay. Well, I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than that, but as usual, Jerry, you do a masterful job of explaining everything that ZEV offers to me and to TFB TV viewers out there. Of course, I'm appreciative, guys, and I'm appreciative of you for watching. Stay tuned for more SHOT Show 2023 coverage.